What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to Canadians boycotting American football. And that's how you know that this is serious. Even football is not safe from Canadian boycotting. As most of us already know, a lot of Canadians have been protesting the United States, our tariffs, the trade wars that we started, our annexation threats on Canada, by essentially cutting off the United States. And this is actually the first time I've heard about this specifically. As silly as boycotting football might sound, I think that this actually says something very significant about how passionate Canadians are feeling about a lot of these issues. So I really want to take a look at this. So let's take a look.
Matt Granito is a longtime Bills fan and a lifelong Canadian.
This is football. This is where you get away.
Those two things have never come into conflict for him.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking politics, Canadian
at all.
American.
No, there's nothing like that.
Yeah, this is unfortunate because I'm a fan of like a lot of sports. I watch some sports on TV and YouTube and stuff. And usually sports are kind of neutral. It's something that a lot of people enjoy. It's like a getaway from life or your job, or it's a hobby, or it's just something really nice to it's like an escape, it's entertainment. And so that's why I say the fact that some Canadians are actually giving that up to protest the United States, that's a really big message.
But this is no ordinary year.
Canadians are a proud people.
Canadians are sending a message over the Trump administration's decision to institute heavy tariffs and suggest Canada should become America's 51st state.
I think that's really gotten under the skin of Canadians, and it's influencing their purchasing decisions.
Absolutely. And this, it is unbelievable to me that our governments, our presidents, or a lot of Americans really had no foresight, really had no idea that this would happen. Obviously, this is the logical conclusion of what would happen if you completely piss off another country that previously had a lot of close ties to us, including, I'm sure there's a lot of Canadians that watch like the NFL and American football, but it just feels like and it's not just football. Obviously, Canadians are, I know about the other things, Canadians boycotting traveling to the U.S., boycotting our alcohol, boycotting our goods, our services, our businesses. And it's costing us a lot. And it just feels like I'm kind of sick of Americans acting like this is surprising, like this is shocking or unexpected. What did you expect?
Tourist stops like the Martin House in Buffalo, a Frank Lloyd Wright designed property, have seen their Canadian visitor base plummet.
We're at 3% Canadian visitation, so that's a huge concern for us.
And there's a lot of American businesses that really, really depend on Canadians, especially the further north that you go in America.
The one thing Canada cannot replicate is this, the game day tailgate experience. It is unique to the NFL and specifically to Buffalo.
Crossing.
That's right. How much can you hold out? We've got tailgates and football and beer. How can you possibly hold out on that?
The border was a tough decision for Lindsay Teal, the mom of a rabid Bills fan.
I just don't cross the border right now, and I used to go a lot. This is the first time I'm doing it just because they really wanted to come to the game, and I didn't want to miss it with my kids.
That's really sad, honestly. This is actually costing, this is getting very personal. Like, seeing families in Canada that are giving up Well, actually, they didn't give it up. They actually caved in and were like, I don't like America, but God, I gotta have my football. Which I understand. And there's a time and a place to like fight your battles for your principles and stuff. And I don't fault them for taking some time to enjoy this time with their family, with something they love. You can still stand for what you believe in and prioritize your family. I get why she did that, but just the fact that she's hesitant, and clearly there's a lot of Canadians that aren't traveling to the US anymore for football games, for example.
Western New York metro area is among the smallest in the NFL. But when you include the booming metropolis of Toronto, a 3-hour drive from the Bills Stadium, the potential for Bills fans explodes.
Oh.
Tim Graham covers the Bills for The Athletic.
I don't live near New York. I've never thought about how much they probably depend on the economy of Toronto being so close to the border. So there's probably a lot of Canadians in Ontario and Toronto that come for games in New York and stuff. Right.
Bills fans explodes. Tim Graham covers the Bills for The Athletic.
They make up 15% of the Bills season ticket base.
15%. That's pretty amazing. This is located in the United States, and it is 15% Canadians. For something like football tickets, that is millions and millions and millions of dollars lost.
Roughly. And that's a lot of people for a small market team especially.
Across the border.
Hi, how are you?
At Manhattan Sports Bar in St. Catharines, Ontario, Bills Sundays are packed.
Wow. Canadian. Okay. It's not that you're really boycotting the football per se. It's the travel to the United States for the football. Because Canadians are just figuring out a workaround, like holding Bills football nights in an Ontario location. But all of this is costing America so much, including all the lost money, of course.
3 hours a week. The only country you got to worry about is Bills country.
These fans love their team, but are paying much closer attention to where their money goes.
I see. So they're trying to, I get it. They're enjoying the football, enjoying like their time out and their pastime and getting to hang out and like enjoy this thing. But they just don't want to contribute or give money to America. And Canadians are literally going out of your way to figure out how to do that.
You've been a lifelong Bills fan.
51 years.
Even when it comes to football.
As much as I love the Bills and the new stadium and everything, I would never go over. I'd just watch it on TV.
Wow. And you know this guy likes football. You can just tell. Looking at him. You know he wants to go to the game. But Canadians are it's kind of weird for me because I'm American. This is bad for me, but I can't help but have admiration for Canadians, standing up for what you believe in and what you think is right. I can't possibly fault you for that.
Back in New York, it's clear that for fans like Granito, politics and football don't mix.
We've always been so close as countries, right? So, I mean, it's going to get settled one way or the other.
He loved.
Oh, that's a very simple and optimistic viewpoint. I like that. I wish I could just, shut my brain down for a bit and be like, it'll all work itself out. It'll all be fine. I don't know if I can really do that, but that's a good attitude, I think. To not go crazy over all this.
His country, but has already signed up for Bills season tickets in their new stadium for the next 30 years. Confident his team will finally win the big one soon.
Yeah, Super Bowl would just be the icing on the cake.
Is that guy Canadian or American? I can't tell. He just bought 30 years of tickets. He just bought 30 years of Bills tickets, so maybe he's American, I don't know. Just saying this will all sort itself out.
On the cake.
Ryan Nobles, NBC News, Orchard Park, New York.
We thank you for.
Wow. Well, this was a fascinating little news segment. I wanted to take a look at this because I hadn't heard that Canadians were boycotting American football. That's different. That's more. That's honestly giving up something that, like, I know people don't want to give up. I know it's just football, but it's more than that. It's like something that a lot of people really love. And seeing that Canadians are willing to give that up because of how upset they are with America speaks volumes to me. So this was good to take a look at. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on Canadians boycotting America, any of this stuff. That'd be really cool to hear about, especially from Canadians out there. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Canada and seeing Canadian things I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.